Welcome to a fluid yoga flow with Jamie. We'll spend about 30 minutes together, opening and strengthening the body and calming the mind with a mindful yoga practice. So come to a seated position and let's get started. With the legs comfortably crossed, go ahead and allow your hands to come right into heart center. Close your eyes. We're going to begin with Ujjayi breath, also known as the ocean sound. You allow your inhales and your exhales to become slightly audible, a little bit of a whisper sound as you breathe in and out. Keeping the eyes closed, use the next couple of moments just to get grounded, seated here, calming the mind. Allow your arms to reach all the way up overhead, stretching long through the sides of your body. Then allow the left hand to come down just to the outside of your hip and begin a side bend, stretching your right hand long alongside the right side of your body. Perhaps your eyes are even closed here. Long and slow breath. To come into a twist, allow your right hand to move towards the left knee. The left hand can crawl behind you a little bit as you begin to rotate the spine towards the left side. As you breathe in, reach both arms straight up overhead, again getting long through the sides of your body. And now the right hand drops off towards the right side of your hip, the left arm stretching long alongside the body. To come into your twist, allow the left hand to cross towards the right knee, and you're twisting and looking back off your right shoulder. Long inhales and slow exhales. Coming back through center, allow the hands to plant at the top of your mat. Slowly extend both legs, stretching into your first downward facing dog. As you breathe in, lift high up onto your tippy toes, and as you breathe out, drop the heels back down towards the mat. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, let the heels get heavy. Inhale, lift the heels high again. This time, drop the heels over towards the right side for a small side body stretch. Inhale, back through center and drop the heels over towards the left side. Inhale, the heels back high through center. Exhale, let the heels get heavy back towards the mat. And then begin to slowly walk your hands backwards towards your feet for a first forward fold, a ragdoll. You can have soft knees, grab hold of the elbows, and allow the upper body to drape over the lower body. As you breathe in, begin to rise, sweeping the arms all the way up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into a flat back, either onto fingertips or pressing your hands to your shins. Roll your shoulders back away from your ears. As you exhale, fold your body back in half. And then begin to crawl your hands all the way up to the top of the mat, your high plank, a push-up. Press the earth away, and as you exhale, lower all the way down onto your stomach. Untuck the toes, take a small cobra, lifting the heart only a couple inches. Draw the chest forward, relax the muscles of your face. As you exhale, lower back to the earth. Inhale, press into a high plank, and as you breathe out, your downward facing dog. The feet to move all the way up to the hands, the top of the mat this time, into flat back, and then a forward fold. As you inhale, sweep all the way up to standing, palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. With an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, fold your body in half. Inhale into a flat back, then plant the hands and either step or hop back, chaturanga push-up, lower halfway down. Up dog, lift your heart, and downward facing dog, lift your hips. As you breathe in, lift the right leg high into a three-legged dog, bending at your right knee, sending energy out through your right foot. Allow the shoulders to remain level as the hands gently grip the mat. And then we're going to step the right foot all the way forward to the top of the mat for a low lunge. Allow your back left knee to drop down towards the earth and sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Catch hold of your left wrist and begin a side bend, tilting your body towards the right side and breathing all the way up the left side of your rib cage. Allow your left hand to plant on the mat. Come into a side plank, Vashisthasana. Allow the right foot to stack on top of the left. Right hand reaches high towards the sky, and perhaps you even start to float and lift your right leg. We're going to plant the right foot behind us to flip our dog. Allow the heart and chest to lift high as that right hand stretches forward. Coming back through center, we take Chaturanga push-up through upward facing dog. And all the way back to downward facing dog, lift your hips. For the left side, lift your left leg high into three-legged dog, bending into your knee, peeling open the hip, keeping the shoulders level. Step the left foot all the way forward into our low lunge. Left foot comes to the top of the mat, and back right knee touches down to the floor. Arms sweep all the way high, and this time you catch hold of your right wrist. You tilt your body towards the left side, breathing all the way up the right side of your ribcage. Allow the right hand now to plant on the mat. Stepping back for a side plank, Vashisthasana. Left leg slides back and stacks on top of the right. The hips lift a little higher, and maybe you even float that left leg for a moment before stepping your left foot behind you to lift your heart, flipping your dog. Coming back through center, you allow the left hand to plant at the top of the mat, Chaturanga push-up. Through your upward facing dog, lift your heart, and downward facing dog, lift your hips. Slow inhales and audible exhales. As you inhale, lift the right leg high. Step the right foot all the way forward to the top of your mat for a warrior one. The back left heel hits the mat, and the arms sweep all the way up overhead. The right hip gently pulls back in space, and the heart and the chest lift. Now interlace your hands behind your low back. For a little bit of a back bend, begin to squeeze together through your shoulders and lift your heart and chest up towards the sky. As you exhale, begin humble warrior. Allow the head and the right shoulder to tuck to the inside of the right knee as the hands begin to lift and move away from your low back. As you breathe in, lift all the way back up, reaching the arms overhead, and lift your back heel to come into a crescent warrior, high lunge. The back left leg is strong, reaching behind you, and the heart and chest begin to lift more towards the ceiling. Allow the hands to meet at your heart for a twist, twisting towards the right side. Allow the left elbow to hook against your right knee. Pressing your palms together. Remain long through your spine, strong through your back left leg. To come into Parshvottanasana, allow your hands to plant. The left foot steps up a couple inches so that both legs begin to straighten. You fold over your right leg, allowing your fingertips and your toes to be soft, perhaps even starting to walk your hands backwards towards your left foot. Allow your breath to remain long and audible, smooth on your inhales and full on your exhales. As you plant your hands at the top of the mat, kick your right leg high, opening up again into a three-legged dog. Then slide your right knee all the way forward towards your right elbow. Send the right leg high behind you once again. Flipping your dog, plant your right foot to the outside of your left and lift through your heart and chest. Come back through center, Chaturanga push-up, through your upward facing dog, and into downward facing dog. With an in-breath, we lift the left leg high, stepping the left leg all the way into our warrior one. Left foot comes to the top of the mat, back right heel to the earth, and the arms sweep all the way up to the sky. Left hip gently pulls back in space, and the heart and chest lift a little higher. Hands interlace behind your low back, putting the opposite index finger on top. Continue with your back bend, lifting through your chest, squeezing the shoulders. For Humble Warrior, begin to bow the head and the left shoulder to the inside of your left knee, relaxing out your toes while at the same time engaging subtly through the muscles of your core, drawing the belly button in towards the spine. As you breathe in, sweep the arms all the way back up towards the sky, lifting the back heel, Crescent Warrior, High Lunge. Spreading the hands slightly to lift through the chest and heart even more. The palms press together at heart center for a twist, twisting left. This time bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Continue to send energy through the palms and strong and straight through your back right leg. For Konasana, plant your hands. Straighten both legs by stepping your right foot up a couple of inches. Long, deep breath, and perhaps you even walk the hands backwards this time towards your right foot. Energetically feeling your left hip slightly pull back in space to lengthen through the left side of your body. The hands then plant for three-legged dog. Kick your left leg high. And then draw the left knee all the way forward towards your left elbow, rounding through your spine. Kick the left leg high once more and flip your dog by planting the left foot to the outside of your right foot, lifting through your heart and chest. Left hand plants back at the top of your mat as you chaturanga through an upward facing dog and all the way back, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Slow breath, audible on your inhale and your exhale. As you inhale, lift the right leg high and step all the way through into a Warrior Two. Plant your right foot at the top of the mat and spiral your arms all the way long, opening up towards the side. Nice deep bend in your front right knee, shoulders relaxed down your back. Draw your core in slightly, and then flip your right palm, reversing your Warrior Two. Left fingertips gently crawl down the back left leg. Come into an extended side angle. Allow the right hand to reach all the way down towards the floor, planting it just to the inside of the right foot. Left arm stretches long, hand reaching straight alongside the body. Stay strong in the core and soft in your right toes. Allow the left hand to touch all the way down to the mat and soften and bend your left knee. To come into a low lunge, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. And if it feels okay on your back, you can even stretch the fingertips down towards your mat. To move into a quad stretch, reach back as the left knee bends, grabbing hold of the left foot, neither drawing the heel in towards your bum or taking it into a bind by lifting your left elbow all the way up towards the sky. Continue to lift through your heart and your chest. And then release the left leg behind you. Plant your hands. Come into a half split by sliding the hips back in space and stretching long through your right foot. Sending energy out through the ball of your right foot, curling the toes gently in towards your shin. Coming into a malasana, bring your right foot to the outside of your mat and step the left foot wide. Deep bend in your knees. Bring your hands into heart center and slide your navel in towards your spine as you lift through your heart and your chest. The hands can plant to come into your crow pose, tucking the knees high just to the tops of the arms. Perhaps even trying a one-legged crow by allowing the left leg to begin to extend high towards the sky behind you. Then a step or a hop back through your chaturanga push-up, upward facing dog, and into your downward facing dog. We take the left side, lift your left leg high. Step all the way forward into Warrior Two. Left foot comes to the top of the mat. As the arms spiral along, you relax your shoulders. Draw your navel in and up. Soften the muscles of your face. And then reverse your warrior. Flip the left palm towards the sky as the right hand crawls down the back right leg. For extended side angle, drop the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Right arm this time stretches long. Long from your pinky finger all the way down towards your right pinky toe. Drawing this navel in, strong through your breath. Allow the hands to then plant on the mat. Bend your right knee, let it touch to the floor. For a low lunge, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Or if it feels okay on your back, the hands reach down towards the mat alongside your body. For a quad stretch, you bend through the right knee, drawing the heel in towards your bum or taking it into a bind. For a half split, the hands plant at the top of the mat as the hips slide back. Lengthening through your left leg, curl your left toes in towards your shin and gently fold. Audible on your inhales, audible on your exhales. For Malasana, the right foot steps forward and wide. Hands come together at heart center. For a crow pose again, the hands can plant at the top of the mat. Knees tuck high as the weight shifts forward. Perhaps the toes lift in towards your bum, maybe taking it into the half crow by beginning to stretch and straighten your right leg high towards the sky. Then a step or hop back through your chaturanga push-up, upward facing dog, and into your downward facing dog. Allow the knees to touch the mat and sit back to a child's pose, the hips moving towards your heels. Find that nice, slow ujjayi breath again. Audible on your inhale, and slow, audible exhales. Come to tabletop. Allow the right arm to stretch all the way long, straight forward. And then allow the left leg to straighten and stretch back behind you. Bend at the knee, sweep your right hand around till you catch hold of your foot, and begin to kick, sending energy through the hand, lifting the hand nice and high, and opening up through your heart and your chest. Come into a twist, straighten your left leg long, let the ball of the foot touch down to your mat. Sweep the right arm all the way underneath your body, bringing the left hand behind your back for a half bind. We twist and wring out the spine, slow breath. Come back through center, tabletop. And then we'll take it to the other side. Allow the left arm to stretch straight out in front of you. Right leg reaches back behind you nice and long. Then you bend the knee, sweep the hand around till you find the foot, and begin to kick, lifting through the heart and the chest for a back bend. Releasing into our twist, straighten the right leg long and let just the ball of the foot touch down. Then the left arm weaves underneath the body. The right arm can come behind your back for a half bind. Come back through center, find your tabletop, hands and knees. Then keep the hips high, come into Anahatasana. By crawling the hands forward, you allow the heart and the chest to begin to move down towards the floor. Maybe at first it's your forehead that touches down, but over time, perhaps your chin will rest on your mat. Stretching through the upper back, long, slow breath. As you come back to a tabletop, tuck your toes and lift your hips into your downward facing dog. Looking forward past your hands, we're going to come all the way to a seat, a hop or a step through, and then lower down onto your back. With knees bent, allow your hands just to rest alongside the body. Walk your feet in until they're about hips distance apart for our bridge. You start to press through your feet and lift your hips. Hands press into the floor, maybe the hands even interlace underneath your back, walking your shoulders a little closer together to lift even higher through the heart and the chest. Allow your chin to move slightly away from your chest as you continue to breathe. Use an exhale to lower the hips all the way back down towards your mat. And let the knees touch one another. The feet will widen a little bit. Begin to drop both knees over towards the left side. And then allow the knees to come back through center and fall gently over towards the right side. We'll do that again. The knees both fall over towards the left. Back through center, the knees fall over towards the right side. Drawing the knees back through center, feet come back hips distance apart. This time we lift up for our wheel. The hands plant just to the outside of the ears. As you press through your hands and your feet, you lift your heart. The hips press high towards the sky. Continue the long Ujjayi breath, inhales and exhales that you can hear. With an exhale, lower your body all the way back down towards the mat and draw your knees in towards your chest. You can gently massage the low back, drawing the knees in more towards your chest, or perhaps even rocking a little bit side to side. We'll take our wheel one more time. Feet come to the mat, hands plant just to the outside of your ears. And as you press through your hands, you lift the hips and the heart high. You can stay here. If you want to deepen into your wheel, lift high onto your tippy toes. Let the head gently touch the mat and walk the hands backwards towards the feet. Then press through the hands, lifting up high again. Drop the heels. You can do this one more time if you want to go even deeper into your back bend. Lift your heels. Drop your head. Walk your hands towards your feet and then press strong through those arms. Allow the heels then to come back down towards the mat. Slow breath, audible inhales and exhales. As you breathe out, return your body all the way back down towards the mat, hugging your knees in towards your chest once more. To a spinal twist, we're going to take eagle legs. The right leg wraps around on top of the left. And the knees fall to the left side as your gaze and your right shoulder come back down towards the right side. Coming back through center, let's switch sides. Allow the left leg to cross into eagle, wrapping over top of your right. The knees fall towards the right side and your gaze fall back towards the left. Coming back through center, draw your knees in towards your chest once more. Like this time, cross your left ankle over top of your right. Maybe even grab gently for the toes, drawing the knees in, maybe bringing your nose towards your knees. Bring the right ankle over top of the left this time. Holding on to the toes, draw your nose in towards your knees. Release and gently rock all the way up to seated. From seated, plant your hands. Step back to your downward facing dog, lift your hips. Slide your right shin forward to come into your pigeon. But stay upright for a moment. Begin to walk your hands backwards right alongside your hips as you lift through your heart and your chest. You can stay here for a back bend, or if you want to deepen, you can bend your left knee. As you grab hold of the left foot with your left hand, draw the heel in towards your bum. Or maybe take it into a bind, bringing the left foot into the left elbow crease and reaching your right arm towards the sky, and then grabbing hold of left fingers. As you release the left leg back down towards the mat, you can fold in your pigeon, crawling the hands forward, relaxing through the chest, softening the muscles of your face, and finding once again that slow pattern of breath, Ujjayi sound, that ocean wave breath on inhale and exhale. As you plant your hands on the mat, tuck your back toes, begin to lift your right shin, and then step it all the way back into your downward facing dog. We'll take our pigeon on the left side by sliding the left shin forward to the top of your mat. To prepare for your back bend, start to walk your hands backwards right alongside your hips. Lift through your heart and your chest, roll the shoulders back, and if you took that optional quad stretch on the other side, begin to bend your right knee, maybe even hooking the right toes in towards your right elbow crease. Left hand can reach high towards the sky and perhaps even grab hold of fingertips just to the back of your head. As you release the right leg back behind you, you can begin to fold over your left shin, maybe coming down onto elbows or forearms, or lowering the chest all the way down towards the earth. Plant the hands once more. Tuck your right toes and slide the left leg all the way back into a downward facing dog, lifting your hips. We then allow the knees to gently touch down towards the mat. To come into Virasana or Hero's pose, you widen the feet enough so there's space for your bum to come down towards the earth. The knees gently work together and you can stay upright. Or if it works for your quads and your knees, you can begin to lower either down onto your forearms or come all the way down onto your back, resting your head on the floor. Continue to energetically draw the knees towards one another. Relax and soften your rib cage. Soften the muscles of your face. With an inhale, begin to lift all the way back up. Planting your hands at the top of the mat, stretch and extend both legs into your downward facing dog. Come to a seat at the top of the mat, either a hop or step through. And for Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to extend wide. You can stay upright, holding onto your ankles. Or you can begin to take a forward fold, drawing the chest forward and down towards the soles of your feet. Relax the muscles of your neck. Find that soft, whispery sound as you breathe in, and that soft, whispery ujjayi sound as you breathe out. Long inhales and full exhales. As you inhale, begin to lift through your chest. Extend your right leg straight forward and bring the sole of your left foot to the inner right thigh. You can stay upright or begin to crawl your hands forward alongside your right leg. Keep the soft energy through the sole of your right foot, the right toes pointing straight up towards the sky. As you breathe in, begin to lift. Draw the left knee in towards your chest to take a twist. The right arm wraps around your left shin and the left hand plants behind you. Each time you breathe in, draw a little length to your spine and use your exhales to rotate to twist a little more deeply. Move your right hand down to the outer edge, the pinky toe side of your left foot, and begin to straighten and stretch the left foot straight forward. Left hand can reach straight back behind you, twisting and opening the spine towards the left side. Begin to lift your left hand high, let it grab hold of your left foot, and gently release that left leg to the floor. Slide the sole of your right foot to the inner left thigh and begin your fold once more, walking your hands alongside your left leg as you bow the head. As you inhale, lift all the way up to seated. Take your twist on the other side. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. The left arm will wrap around that right shin and the right hand plants behind you. Each time you breathe in, draw length to the spine. As you breathe out, you twist, you rotate. And the left hand reaches down for that outer edge of your right foot. The right leg stretches long and straight forward, and the right hand reaches straight back behind you. Draw length out of your spine. And as you breathe in, begin to lift that right arm high. Grab hold of the outer edge of your right foot and lower your right leg all the way to the earth. Begin Paschimottanasana, your forward fold over both legs. Relax the muscles of your face and keep a subtle energy through the soles of your feet. Ujjayi sound as you breathe in, and that whispery sound as you breathe out. As you inhale, begin to lift up. And as you exhale, lower all the way down onto your back. For Supta Baddha Konasana, allow the soles of your feet to meet and the knees just to splay off towards the sides. Arms rest comfortably alongside your body with the palms facing up towards the sky. Allow your eyes to close. And allow your lips to very gently part, relaxing your lower jaw. The legs extend, coming into savasana, the feet falling heavy just to the corners of your mat. With your body resting on the earth, allow all the muscles to begin to soften. Allow that soft sound of each breath wash over your body like a wave. Let the soft sounds of your breath bring you to an elevated place of calm, an elevated place of peace. Allow your breath to begin to deepen and slowly introduce small movements into your body. Begin to roll over onto one side and then slowly press to a seated position with your legs crossed. Move your hands into heart center and bring to mind those in your life who might benefit from you taking this time and practicing. Namaste and thank you.